Hi everybody, this is Nicole Wright. I am here today writing a blog post with some killer blogging tricks, and so I decided to make a quick video and show you what I'm talking about in the blog post, because I think a picture's worth 1,000 words, but a video is probably worth 1,000,000. So here goes. So this is a blog post draft that I haven't published yet, but it's on my blog, empoweredspouse.com, and I'm working on the post and I wanted to show you. So an important thing with your writing killer blog posts is that you want to keep your content tightly focused. And I used a reference to Spanx. A lot of my lady readers will know exactly what I'm talking about. So you want to keep things very tight. You want to stay focused on your target audience and who you really want to help, and get laser focused on that group and what they need to move forward, and what kind of questions they have that need answers to, what kind of problems they need answers to. And that's going to lead you into the keyword research that you're going to conduct, and you're going to find the words and phrases that they are looking for, and then create powerful content to answer their questions and give them the tips that they need to move forward for free, and some tips that's going to encourage them maybe to sign up and get on your email list so they can get more tips and guidance, and information that they can use to be successful immediately. Okay, and that's what Spanx does, right? They give you what you need to look great in that dress immediately, without all the hassle and fuss, although it can be a hassle to get them on, right? Um, so here I like that, keep it tight like Spanx. There's no room for slacking off, slackage, I made up a word, or slippage. And you have to be better than the competition. You have to write better reviews, give more tips and information, provide more thorough and comprehensive responses. And you're going to need to use the right tools to make your keyword research easier. So I've linked you here to an article, another blog post that I wrote about the keyword tool that I use to conduct my research very quickly and easily. And then we're going to crush them with our Ninja SEO skills and some of the things that I'm going to teach you. So this video that I'm making now is actually going to appear right here in this blog post. But what we're going to do is get to some of the killer blogging tricks. Great guy, Neil Patel, he writes for Quick Sprout. I put a link in here to a post that he put, I don't remember, 10 or 12 tips on how to rank on the search engines. Great insight. One of them was that the average post length of posts that rank in the top of Google have 2,000 to 2,500 words. You can look at Wikipedia, for instance, and they're going to have long, very thorough posts. And so that's what we want to mirror as much as possible, particularly for the most important posts on our blogs that are going to rank and pull in the targeted audience and pull in the traffic. Okay, this post is, I don't, it may be 1,000 words. It's not necessarily one that I'm targeting towards my target audience, which are military spouses just like me, who want to make money online, something that's portable because we move around a lot, like every couple of years. So this is not a post that's targeted necessarily towards that audience, but it is a post that's targeted towards helping them get the results that they want online in a short period of time. And so they're going to want to apply these blogging tricks to the blogs that I've shown them how to set up over here in my blueprint, and get started working on and attracting their target audience. Okay, if you're using WordPress theme SEO tools or the Yoast SEO plugin, you want to only check off one category. So just over here on the side, you can see categories. When I'm writing a blog post, I only check one category. If you check more than one, it will create more than one blog post, and they'll be indexed possibly by Google. So the blog post URL might look something like this, with HTTP, yourdomain.com, the first category that you check, and the blog post title. And then you might get a second URL that's yourdomain.com category 2, and your blog post title, but they'll have the identical content on 2 pages, or if you check 3 boxes, 3 pages, right? So over time, that's going to hurt. It might hurt your rankings because Google doesn't want to see duplicate content. They want to give their readers unique content. So you want to only check one category over to the side, and I'll show you what that looks like in the back office. You want to sprinkle your main keyword and related keywords into the text of your blog post as follows. So if I'm writing a post about blogging tricks, right? Something about some related words about blogs might be on-page optimization, might be SERPs, it might be WordPress, outgoing links, images, graphics, video. And so you want to have words in there that make sense because the Google, when they crawl your site and they review the content that's on your pages, it helps them to know what the page is about if you have the right types of content, the right types of words on your page. And so you'll want to sprinkle those throughout the content so that it tells Google what this post is about, okay? And the better way to do that is to indicate the really important words by giving them the H1, H2, H3, bold, italics, underline, putting them in your URL slug, and putting them in the keywords in the Yoast plugin or the SEO tool that you're using in the back office. And I'll show you what that looks like. Let's see if I go over here to edit post. It's going to pull up what it looks like in the dashboard, right, for this post. So for now, I'm showing you killer blogging tricks. And if you look it up in the keyword tools, you know, it doesn't get much or any traffic. This is really for the folks who have already come to my blog through my targeted keywords. But I wanted to show you what to do here. So say if killer blogging tricks was the phrase that I was targeting, then you'd see it here in the title, which is going to give me my H1 formatting on my blog post, so I don't need to duplicate that. You'll see it here in my URL for my blog post in my permalink, killer blogging tricks, okay, killer blogging tricks. You'll also see it very early on in my text, and here, killer blogging tricks, right? I could even, because I don't think I did, I could even underline that here. And then you'll see that I start my content and I have killer blogging tricks here bolded. Killer blogging tricks here is, I think that's an H2, yeah. Then you'll see I have some things as H3. So what you can do is put your cursor, click in the spot, and then scroll up to this area and see what the formatting is. So that's an H3 term. This is also an H3, H3, H3. So this is killer blogging tricks in H3, H2, here, and H1 for my title. You see it in the URL, you see it bolded somewhere. I did bold it. Yeah, bolded and underlined. What I'm missing is italics, and I'm going to cover that at one of the last points on this blog post is that you want to mix it up. So you'll see actually I have several H3s. I think I only recommend a couple of H3s, but you can mix it up, and sometimes you may have it once, sometimes you may have 3 H3s, okay? So it doesn't have to be uniform every time. You'll see I have it in bold and I have it underlined, but I don't have italics. Some posts will have your keyword in italics and it'll have them underlined, but it may not be in bold. So you can just mix it up. I have it in keywords, and I'll show you that down at the bottom when I do the SEO plug-in stuff, okay? And then the next part that we want to do, I'm going to switch back. Let's see, yeah. It's asking me if I want to leave the page or stay on the page. Let me save the draft. Excuse me, because I did make a change there. Okay, so I'm going to save the draft and preview it. And then go back down. So we did the on-page optimization. And now when you write your post, you've written your long, thorough content. You have gone through and made sure that your keyword is in there a few times, along with related keywords to help tell Google what your post is about. And then you're going to link to some other pages. And you're going to also have some incoming links to this, but that will be a separate blog post, okay? Because that's the only way that the Google spiders will actually reach your page, right? It's got to be linked to something else. You can't just have a page that's floating around out there and it's an island all by itself. We have to actually build some bridges to coming into the post and then going out from the post. And so you'll get credibility from Google, and they'll recognize that it's not all about you if you also have some outgoing links to related sites. So here I have used 2 or 3 links to other related posts on your site, okay, because you're talking about related content, and so you want to tie those together. Let's see, I have a link to a post I did about Aweber because it's also part of what my readers need to establish in order to develop this portable income. I've taught some people how to make killer images, okay, because you're going to need some couple of pictures on your site. So I did a little editing to this picture. I added this text. I gave it this nice shadow to kind of make it stand out. I have another image here that I selected. I changed the color of this to kind of coordinate with my Spanx girl up top. I gave it also a nice shadow. I resized it. So I created a post that tells you how to do all of that for images, and I linked to that here. So that's just a couple of ways that you can link to related posts on your site. And those links are standard do follow links, which is going to help spread around the link juice that you're going to get right from all of the link building, proper link building that we do that I'm going to cover in other posts. You want to provide links to other related posts on other sites. So a post about great blogging tips and some SEO stuff, and then I showed you that link that I had done to this blog post by Neil Patel. Okay, so that's going to send some readers, true, over to look at that, but I have it popping up in a new page, and it's giving the reader the information that they're looking for, which is going to be helpful for them, and so that needs to be the first priority. That link, however, going to a page is a no-follow link because I want to keep my link juice on my page, unless, of course, it's someone that I'm looking to pass link juice to, and then I would make it a do follow link, but I made it no follow, and I'll show you how to do that in the back office. And if this were a link where I was selling a page, sorry, where I was selling something, then I'd have 1 or 2 links to my affiliate offer, and those links would be no follow as well. And include a place to capture emails to build your list on your blog posts, or either you'll see it often over on the right hand side. People will have a form over there, and so I teach people how to create that form, and I'm actually going to show you how to go down and put it in the very bottom. I have these X's here for where that field should be, so that a person reading this post would say, oh yeah, I definitely want to get more information. For instance, the first email you get is how to get 15 leads a day on autopilot without spending a dime on advertising. So a person puts in their email address into that form, and the first email that comes out is that email. Okay, let's see. Okay, so some outgoing links. You want to add images, infographics, and or videos to your post to give some. You don't want it to just be all text. So you're going to add 2 or 3 eye-catching images that convey the message of your post and grab the reader. And then you might have to do some editing, and you want to add infographics. Actually, Neil gives a great tip that now a big thing is infographics that actually move. So he shows a cool example of that. And then add some video. So I'm making this video, and I'm going to embed it up here on my post. Some people may find this information on YouTube and they'll come over to my blog, or people may find my blog and go over to my YouTube channel. So it helps to kind of tie all that together. And then last but not least, I have a few things I wanted to summarize. You want to just let it flow, right? So your content should go like a story, like you're talking to a friend, like you're sitting there next to them and helping them. You also want to link your content together. So when we talked about outgoing links and so forth, you can create a series. So this is actually a part of my online blueprint that I'm using to teach folks how to start from scratch, select a target audience, select a domain name, select a purchase, a domain and hosting, installing a blog, formatting the blog so that it looks great, and then how to start writing great content. So this is a series that's walking through all of those pieces, okay? And it will keep people on your site longer as they read more pages. It'll bring them back more often, and it will also decrease your bounce rate because they're going to click from one post to the next to get more information. All those things are good in the eyes of Google. You want to keep it tight, just like I mentioned up top. Keep your content tightly focused around your area of expertise and your target audience. You know, don't try and cover all the problems of the world on your blog. You want to stay focused. It helps Google know what your blog is about. It helps your readers know, and it helps them know what kind of content to expect. And lastly, but you want to mix it up a little bit, right? So you want to, just like I mentioned above, you want to apply most of these tricks most of the time to most of your posts, right? But sometimes you'll want to switch it up. I did a blog post on some of my favorite things. One of them is baby feet, right? So if I was really feeling kind of quirky one day, then I could use as part of my series and teach a person something, maybe about editing images or developing a Pinterest page. And I could show them how to develop that page around baby feet, for instance, and that ties in an interest and it lets people know a little bit more about me. It also makes the site more interesting and entertaining, might establish kind of a rapport between me and somebody else who loves baby feet. Actually, there's a person on my team. We were just chatting and she loves lions, which I love lions, and she loves baby feet. So it's weird because I hadn't even written that post about those things when we figured out that that's what we had in common. So it's funny. So you'll establish those relationships, but so you want to mix it up in terms of a single post and what you do on page. You'll want to mix it up a little bit in terms of your content, and you want to mix it up a little bit in terms of your keywords. You don't want them all super tightly focused around the same thing, like I don't know, apples, apple pie, apple this, apple that. It kind of might set off some filters with Google that you're using the same word over and over and over again in an attempt just to rank and maybe not necessarily about the user experience. So you want to make it focused on the user experience. Okay, so those are my tips for how to write a blog and be on purpose about the content that you're creating. So you want content that's targeted towards your target audience, that's focused. You want keyword rich. Use keyword phrases and words that your target audience is looking for. That's going to bring in the traffic. You want to keep it tightly focused, right? And we want to be better. We want to be better than the competition. So when you find a keyword that you want to rank for, Go out there, look at who's currently ranking for it, see what they have, and that's your bar. You have to do better. You have to give more information, more tips, more examples, more better videos, whatever it is. Okay, so be better than the competition. Then you want to optimize your content. So we've created solid content, thorough. You want to sprinkle your keywords throughout in the right place with the right formatting. You want to have outgoing links that make sense, that help your reader. You want to have related images, graphics, videos that help your reader, and will also tie some of your various marketing efforts together. And then, just keep in mind that you want to stay tightly focused. You want things to flow for your reader. You don't want to be all over the place. And you want to vary it up so that it looks natural. Okay, so now it's official. You are a ninja, a warrior ninja blogger in training. That's a tongue twister. I think I love this graphic. She looks cool. She looks way more comfortable than the young lady up there in the Spanx, but I'm just saying. And then a call to action. So to get my best stuff sent to your email, enter your best email address below, and then be on the lookout for the first email on how to get 15 leads a day on autopilot without spending a dime on advertising. This last piece you want to have on all your blog posts, and it's a call to action. And I'm going to show you, if I go, I use a Mac, and in my text edit file, I created a file and I saved the script for my form. If you go over to that Aweber post that is linked to this post, then you'll be able to see how to create the Aweber form. But so I created the form in Aweber. I have the JavaScript that I need. I keep it in a text edit file on my desktop. And then at the end of most or every post, excuse me, I create a placeholder for it with those triple X's. I center it because that's going to help center my box. And then you want to go over to, see if it's in the window. So over here to the side, there's visual, and then there's text edit. So I'm clicking on text edit, and then I see the text version of my blog post. Scroll down and find those triple X's, and then select them, not the carets on either side. And then I do Command V, which is a paste, right? And that's going to put that in. I'm going to go up, and it's the last thing that you should do on your post. I'm going to save it and publish. And then I'm going to go back and show you what that looks like. So, view post. And I do remember that I'm making this YouTube video to insert into the post, so I will go in and update that, but I wanted to show you how to do it. So my video will go here, and my box, my form for my readers to put their email address is in here. Okay? So thank you for watching. If you're watching this on YouTube, you'll see a link to my blog. Come on over and check out my blueprint and put your email address in so that you can get that those first tips on how to get 15 leads a day on autopilot without spending a dime on advertising. So if you're finding this on YouTube, go ahead and do that. And if you found this on my blog, welcome. Click around, see what else is in here that can help you move your blog forward. Thanks.